hello everybody. My bad for the wait, because well, I had to deal with some IRL stuff that I did mention in a Discord in the post. But yeah, happy Wednesday, and I did want to do this like 2 hours ago, but I'm still waiting on somebody to help me out with my current predicament. But I will sort of try my best to do what I can right now. And yeah, my bad about that mix up, because I forgot I changed the replays. I mean, let's go ahead and jump into Transport Tycoon Deluxe. I'm open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. I'm really curious how that game is going to play. So let's go ahead and change scenes and open them up. Alright, that's all I can. Is it picking up? Anyways, I gotta rename this. I gotta rename a source that I forgot to do. Playlist. There we go. Can't believe I forgot to make sure the source for my playlist for both intermissions and gains had different names that I forgot that that's shared. That's always kind of funny how for first time players you get this goofy like a toy map. But everything there's it's there for transport. There's helicopters, boats, planes, trains, buses. Pretty much just a whole bunch of maneuvering up through the air, land, and sky. Or wait, air, land, and sea. Derp. Can't believe I mix those two up. Hey, there we go. Just had to do a little bit of OBS checking. Let me go ahead and get started with this. And I do like that how you could just make your own map or make your own game, or just play a scenario made out by other people, which I am definitely curious about trying that out. So go ahead and hang on, I'm just gonna go ahead and open up a big window. Let's go ahead and make a new game, and then yeah, it's a Twilight landscape, and then there's also two other types, which is Temper, which is wooded areas, rivers, lakes, and all that shebang. And Subarctic, it's pretty much snow and ice, which I do think it affects driving. And then Subtropical, I think it's a mix of desert and beach. Well, we're gonna go with Temper, and then I do like how you can sort of set up when you want to start out. Yeah, the year, I think that determines the type of vehicles you can get from this game. And then the terrain type is pretty much just how often do you want to have just how often do you want to have hills and mountains. Do low, because I do want to at least try to have some hills out there. And towns is pretty much just the way you get money in this game. Just deliver stuff back and forth from towns, and also industries as well. And sea level, it's pretty much just how often you'll see water. And there's pretty much pretty much how often you want to get water in different corners of your map. I think with that out of the way, let's have to go ahead and start this thing. I'm gonna have a bit of a tough time going back and forth between this and the screen. And generate in. Now let's pause first to get a lay of the land first. Okay, right click to hover. Hey, let's see, we have a coal mine and a farm over here, but we need to find a town. We need to find towns. Oh, here's one. Nervhill 2559. Oh wow, two right next to each other. This is honestly pretty cool. The important thing to note is that when you're paused, you actually can't build anything. You have to actually unpause the game in order to do so. But you can sort of prepare for stuff. This could be beneficial. The question is like how I want to go about this, as we have trains, roads, shits, and planes. And I think I want to do planes first, though. Yeah, hang on. There's more the first time for me. I need to like actually like, look over how to how to play this game. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, these can't work unless. Yeah, these can't work if it's paused. Opening a new face. You also do go like a little bit creative, like advanced. Yep. A bit of styles to go for your face. I'll take this one. Then you can also do like name yourself and the company name as well, but we'll just leave it alone for now. And like even change the color of even change the color of your vehicles. Let's print the list of ships. Ah, here it is. Build an airport. Now then, like, this right here is pretty much the, like, where it's gonna be built, because these things can be pretty large. And I think there's a setting in order to tell, like, you know, how much of a radius that particular airport's gonna get. Because usually you want to get, like, you know, the airport covering, like, coverage to reach, like, you know, buildings and houses. As you can see here, like, in the accepts category, like, if I build it way over here, it'll only accept passengers, but if I move it a little bit closer to the town, like, it can accept a little bit more. Oh, here it is. Yep. That's the coverage area. Now, I think the best place is over here, since, yeah, it's pretty much like practically the whole category right here. So yeah, can't drop off any airports on pause, so we'll unpause, click this. That's a little bit of money. Though now, usually you want to have 2 airports to build, like, in between towns. So we'll build another one, Now, let's see, I think the most ideal place for coverage should be over here. Yeah, right there. Right now, the next thing to do is to actually, like, next thing to do is to get, like, some planes added. Let's see. Craft. Oh, that's grouping. Let's... Yeah, my bad if I'm being paused frequent. I just want to, like, you know, like make sure I actually make money, like, doing this kind of stuff. That's landscaping. Unpause. Check the trains. Let me check the planes. Okay, so here's what we can get. Like, here's what we can get. Samson. Now let's see, yeah, we can, like, it basically depends, like what can be fitted in. Let's see, while this is cheaper, the reliability is a bit iffy, like 60%, because usually you don't want these things to, like, you know, break down in the middle of nowhere, but the Coleman actually looks a bit better, because it actually has 99% reliability, so, I can't, see if I can't, I'm trying to see if how can I, like, you know, add that to my, I'm trying to figure out how I could add that to my, into my listing, the Coleman count. Oh, I'm out of that. Now I could be a bit more, freely talking for this game. Yeah, my bad if I'm being a bit like sloppy. This is my first time just trying this. Like, I'm kind of a bit lost on how I can add airport. I mean, how I can add like right vehicles to this game. And it's already being a bit of a first crafting. So, like, hang on, let me just take a look at it. Look at something really quickly. Like, can I not add anything if it's paused? You know, I'm trying to figure out how I can add stuff to this place. I'm trying to figure out how I can add new vehicles to this place, cause this isn't a bad start, not gonna lie. Oh, I need to build a depot. I'm dumb. Actually, hold up. I don't think you need a depot for airports. Yeah. Airplanes don't need depots. They need. Like, my bad if I'm being like a bit lost here. I need to click the hangar. I'm clicking the. I'm clicking the airport, but not getting the hangar, which is weird. Oh, there it is. There's a hangar. Okay, let's get the Coleman. Buy that. Now we need to give it instructions. From here to here. Then I need to figure out how to do like a nonce. It should be moving. Like, it should be moving the Coleman. Oh, I gotta click this, okay. Oh, there we go. There's our first plane. It's already on. There we go. There it goes. Yeah, but it's already gonna be like, already gonna be like, picking up some passengers and mail. Here we go, we're getting a bunch of news here. Now, I think what we can do next is, what's this over here? Is a steel mill. I actually want to do, some land building. Need some land-based work, because we do have, like, some space here. Oops. Airports are still open. Connect the road over. Oh. Yep, you got the diagonal pieces too to work with. Hey, there we go. Income is a little bit low, but I mean that's how it is when you start with this stuff. Let's make ourselves a little bit of a bus station over this way. One over here. And over there. Now, in order to build buses, we need to like get road depots. I'll build 2 over here. And this looks like it could work. Yeah, single bus, and we do need passengers, so buy one of these, and let's make the orders from Irvington Hill to Ruttigan. Okay, and start. Wait, what do you mean they're lost? Oh, the depot's not correctly placed. I need to make new roads. Okay, hopefully this can reach. There we go. Just had to readjust the road. And over here's a sawmill that makes wood. All right. Let's go ahead and clone the bus and give it the same orders. Man, the music is definitely like a bopping. Not gonna lie. And actually trying to go out for an industry, or maybe another town, because there is one over here called Mankfield. Yeah, it is going back and forth, mainly between towns, but you can also do like industries. That calls to like net you some good profitability. Like, the steel mill. Gotta be careful not to spend too much. Let's actually build another airport at Mankfield. build over here so that we can accept both. And let's actually take a small aircraft this time. Okay, start over there. We have a go up and about like in about to the other ones. Okay, in your journey. And let's actually give orders to the other to these other planes as well. And over here. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about, like, you know, air traffic, except, like, if there's way too many, planes in the air. Lord knows that could be bothersome. Now, something that can be done is that I can take a loan out of the... I can take a loan out of the bank if I want to, like, speed things along, but... I do want to at least, like, you know, start try this for myself, and if I die soon, like, then oh well. Yeah, I think 2 road vehicles may have been a bit of a mistake. And I can, like, fast forward things along. Which does, like, you know, make the day go by zooming fast. And the more you sort of, like, help develop a town, the more, like, the more a population it will get. And now let's see, I do want to try, something with this field. See the road industries. Yeah, I need trucks in order to, It doesn't really tell me how much it's gonna cost, though, which is a bit of a bother. You take grain and livestock. Yeah, they usually don't get accepted by stuff. You usually just want it to be like, oh, there's the finances. Yeah, like, this stuff does take money over time. And, oh, I guess you are, like, you know, saddled with the loan, like, you know, right at the start. I mean, this kind of thing you do, like, sort of learn over time. Yeah, I know I'm not really starting out good, but, I mean, just barely, like, barely finished off my, really stuff, and wow, that is a big steel mill right there. Like, look at it. Yeah, like, aircraft is definitely, like, doing most of the work. Yeah, I don't know, like, when is exactly, like, is the best year, per se. Because, I mean, you could start modern with, like, you know, with really high maintenance, high maintenance stuff, or you could start, like, you know, like, early in the year. I don't know how early you can make it. Probably when planes are just still relatively new. Yeah, I don't think I could, like, do anything for now. Yeah, I guess it's every... Uh-oh. Yeah, we got something broken down. And, I need to go to the depot in order to... Oh, never mind. Yeah. Sometimes if a car breaks down, like, it will, like, just get halted. I think the distance also, too, matters for the planes itself. Mediocre. Uh-oh. This one's having a breakdown. I'll send it to the hangar, like, to see if that fixes the issue. It's fine. It's fine. It should be okay to move now. Yeah, the world's like, you can make it like, as small as you can, or just like uber big. Yeah. I think some businesses, like, they generate wood and they require, so yeah, if I could send something like, to go to like, to go to the forts and then back to the sawmill, like, I could also do generate money like that. That's another way you could just, like, generate money in this game. Yeah, something I can potentially do is, like, build a road over here and then, like, link it up to pick up, link it to pick up wood from over here, and then, like, head over to the sawmill. And Tanford's over there, too. And there's a town over there, too. Yep. Every town, like, they have different growth rates depending on, like, if you do business there. Let's see if I can't make a... Let's see if I can't do a road over between these two. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, so I'll just throw a bomb at it. Oh darn it, I got the wrong road type. I mean, I can use the road, like, for, Whoops. Yeah, I double-click to make sure the road actually, like, reaches the point. Yeah, I really need to be more careful with road placings. Okay, now I need to do this. Okay, that's connected. Now I gotta get rid of these, get rid of these, like, get rid of these mess roads. Okay, that's connected. Now I need to build me some, and I need to know, Yeah, I need to do like a truck station, like, that could supply the wood, and then like then it'll go down here to get accept it. And the subsidies, like, pretty much like what it does is that like sometimes like you'll get random offers from like you'll get random offers between like towns to like either like deliver passengers, items, or do something about the industries around. And if you're able to do it fast enough, you get like a bit of a bonus to your income. So you got to be quick about that stuff. So yeah, this may be risky, but like yeah, I'm gonna have to borrow some money. And the max it could be, and the max is like 3,000. Yeah, let's... Hang on, let me make sure I got the orientation correctly. And, alright, that wasn't that much money, which is good. And now I need to build another one, like, to supply, draw the supply. Alright, now I need to do the same thing. Get a road depot built. And get a truck. Now I do want to be sure that I get the right type of truck. Yeah, I need one that could grab wood. So let's just see. Ah, here it is. Whitcomb wood truck. So let's grab this and give it orders to head over here to pick up the wood, and or head over there to like jump off it. But then now we do want to be sure to make it like a full, make sure it could full load, and then unload. Or wait. Now let's fix that. Okay, so full load and unload over here. And also to like full load goods. Yeah. Unload, take cargo. Alright, let's try it out. Alright, now this truck should be picking up wood. It's currently loading. Yep, there it is. There's the wood. Now, it isn't important to note, like, that natural resources like these, like you don't wanna burn away all the generation right away, but you do wanna at least, like, check how much they've gotten. Like, let's see, they gotten okay, so they could carry 20 tons of wood. I guess I could afford to get another one. Alright, and it's dropped off. Made $192. Nice. So it's definitely gonna do, like, like to and from points, like, with this kind of stuff. And, like, let's actually build another, another depot. Over here, so it's not gonna... Over here in the middle. And now let's go ahead and clone this. And let's send out... And let's send that one out, too. I usually want to go with airports first. Okay, a little bit of earnings and we are getting a little bit, but we're still like, you know, just barely beating the expenses, which is kind of bad. You want to be usually making more than you lose for these kind of games. So, what I can do, like, so yeah, I need to get iron mill in order for the steel mill to work. Yeah, and steel mills like can't do anything without iron, and it should be another sawmill. Yeah, I need to find you know, the power plant. They need coal. They need iron ore, but don't see a natural resource around. And there's a factory, and that needs livestock, grain, and steel. Huh, a little lighthouse out in the middle of nowhere. And I think the rocks are a resource. And they need wood. I think this is hay. Yeah, the farm, it makes grain and livestock, but I don't see anything around that could use it. Alright, there's a coal mine, and yeah, there is not the steel mill, hang on, where was it? There was something that needed coal. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, not the farm. Hang on. I bet like map is big and you need to like be looking like pretty intensively. Another farm. A coal mine I found. I'm trying to find like find out which ones like, you know, take which one. Like I found a place that took coal, but no, that's the same thing. Oh, okay, like, yeah, I just realized the steel mill is literally next to the power plant. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just barely being above the... above the expenses. Anyways, but yeah, like, I won't be doing this too long. This is more or less just a way to get introduced to this, and also to, like, my usual thing on Wednesdays that I can't, like, afford to miss at, like, in about, like, 2 hours and 30 minutes on my end. So, this game is, like, it is pretty charming, not gonna lie. You do need to get used to, like, well, like, either being broke or just being risky and, like, grabbing all the money from the bank, and then, like, being careful you don't go broke. Now, something I can hypothetically do is, actually do a train for the coal mine from the coal mine to the power plant. Yep, there's a subsidy expiration. What's this? Oh, okay, now I know where I can find, iron ore. I gotta, like, do it from there. Bit of an itch. And, like, landscaping, you can, like, you know, do different stuff. Like, you can raise, lower the land, place signs, place trees, all that junk, and that actually does affect the town, because, like, when you interact with the town, like, yeah, you can actually, like, see how you can, you actually see, like, you know, pretty much, what you can do with this town. And depending on how, like how good your standing is, like you can actually do like a little bit of, and they do a little bit of, like stuff with them. Passengers is pretty high. Mail, not so much. But yeah, like, and as you can see here, like, it's definitely grown since the last time. Like, it was like 150, now it's 218. Oh, had a bit of a red text moment right there, but oh, it's gone. So yeah, like, this refreshes every month. Like, as you can see here, like, the 70% transport. So I think if it hits 100%, then like, then I will not be able to transport anymore till it refreshes at the end of the month. Because as you can see here, yep, they slowly grow back. Like, as soon as a new month begins. Maybe we can do with the third plane. Yeah, I can't do anything with ships because, like, I really have no way to use ships, except maybe, yeah, it's only this place. And sadly, that's the only other way, like, unless if I build, like, a sort of a canal of sorts. Yeah, there's really no restriction on, like, where you want to start your, like, venture. Yeah, like... Yeah, I got a sawmill here, but there's no forest nearby to use it. And I got farms, but no place to take in, like, a livestock. Yeah, my bad if I'm gonna be holding off on, like, making progress, because, like, this game actually does, like, you know... It incentivizes, like, you know, progress, but also, too, like, you know, the vibes and seeing the world just, you know, just rapidly change between your eyes, like, fields growing, resources, like, being chopped and placed back together, like, it really makes the world feel that much more lived in, no matter what, like, category you place it as, because I imagine, like, Arctic, subtropical, and the toy, and the toy one also to, like, have that kind of dynamic world generation. And the cool thing about this game is that you can actually play this, like thanks to, like, thanks to the art people that did, like, this game, like, you actually play this game online with both, people and even, like, computers, with, like, the computers actually having really good, like, the people that designed those computers, they made their, like, thought process, like, really good in, like, decision making and how they progress through the game. So you can essentially, like, you know, challenge yourself, like, by either finding, like, you know, stupid easy computers or computers that just, like, you know, really, like, push you to, like, to go fast, or else they buy you out. And I'm making, like, you know, small centfuls. Yeah, I'm not getting enough, like, yeah, I need bigger planes, because, like, the airports are having a little bit, yeah. Yeah, they're having a little bit. Yeah, they're having a little bit of a male crisis. They have like they have way too many male. That's the only thing I can't sort of do is like geez, I have to really like, you know, hover over the hanger to click it, otherwise it just gets like noped. Yeah, the Coleman is actually like the biggest in terms of size. Like, you know, the Coleman's definitely like, you know, the one that's being like the breadwinner here. Has the most though I could hypothetically wait till a couple of years to get a bigger plane. Yeah, finances is like I'm barely going at like, you know, 1,000 yeah, I'm barely getting like, you know, 1,000, barely getting 1,000 a year. Which is a bit bad. Yeah, small towns like you don't get, yeah, small towns like don't get that many to fill up, but actually, let's actually see. I think I'll like set up for Ruddigan Airport, like if they can yeah, I'll see if for Ruddigan Airport I can make them yeah, I'll see if I can make them actually no wait. I'll see if I can make them like a full load. I'll see if I can make the planes a full load their stuff. Yeah. And profit went a bit down. And I'll see if I can't like make these planes full load for Ruddigan, cause that's where the most of the that's where most of the mail's from. Yeah, as you can see here, like they're definitely getting a lot of. Yeah, I'm not getting a bunch of, not a bunch of money, because unfortunately, like planes aren't making too many rounds at the airport. I hope they had maintenance. So yeah, breakdowns, like, you do want to be sure, like, that they have a place you can reach. Any ratings with the buses are fine. Actually, I think I realized what I'm messing up here. Yeah. Okay. Oops. That was not what I wanted to do. Yep, I'm a bit stupid with orders. Okay, so, head to the airport. And then head back to Ruddigan. I think that should be... Yeah, I think I realized, like, sort of what I'm doing wrong. Like I'm not having it go between, like, you know, all three, like, back-to-back. Like, it's going here, here, then here, but it skips, Ruddigan. Yeah, so I'm having it, so it goes here, here, then here, and then goes back to here, then here, and repeats the cycle. So yeah, hopefully that can boost the finances somewhat. So yeah, that was a bit silly right there. See what the ratings are. Alright, they're good. Oh, they do have a bunch of wood in stock, thanks to the force generating a lot of it. And unfortunately, I can't get anything bigger than that. Yep. You need specifics for... Yep. That carries steel. I can't use that for wood. Though hypothetically, if I want to be more productive with wood, I could do a train, but I definitely need a lot more money for that. Okay, the amount they're waiting is sort of decreasing because the planes are stopping there a little bit more frequently. I don't know why the price isn't showing for getting a new aircraft. Yeah, the Coleman is really yeah, Coleman is honestly pretty good. Carries yeah, I don't know why I grabbed the Samson. Uh-oh. Bus breakdown. Alright, there you go. Did a controlled click in order to have it have it just go for maintenance. Yeah, road types do matter in this game as well, because you can sort of do some fun stuff with it, do one-way roads, tunnels. I could upgrade a type. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. I guess I should have done auto road instead of diagonals. Ah, well. Okay, definitely. All right, definitely made the right call. Shifting the planes. Shifting the planes. Thought. Yeah, we're definitely making we're definitely not making money compared to how I was before with the plane orders being stupid. Yeah, maintenance is pretty much all automatic. They're busted down, they just go into a hangar or depot and they'll just get fixed. But yeah. Oh man, yeah. Orders, you definitely want to be considerate of those. Since bigger cities usually have more in the waiting department compared to smaller cities. And the subsidies, they only really last, They don't last too long. It's a factory, they need livestock, grain, and steel. And there's oil refinery for oil. And that one needs ore. New bank under construction. Yeah, I don't have access to that town, but, like, the world does grow naturally over time. Depending on where you are. Yeah. You're not growing it doesn't grow if it's like, you know, if you don't do business there. And I think they don't grow as well if you've been if your reputation with them has been bad. So I can do a little bit of an advertisement, but I need planes to like, you know, cover up like oh, it's in the airport, cause yeah, there's still a lot of people waiting here. And yeah, now it's not poor, but it's mediocre right now. So yeah, I do want to be saving for another Coleman. So let's speed up time for 3000. Yeah, I know. I am missing out on a bunch of stuff because, like, yeah, I'm missing out on a bunch of stuff because, like, you know, time passes. Now let's see if I can't. Yeah, like different types of vehicles like appear depending on the year. Like as you can see here, like if I started in 1928, like, that would be there, but this will not be there, because, yeah, 1947, 1933. So yeah, it's usually best to start out in, like, a 1950 to see, like, when do the vehicles pop up? So we can see, like, which one does what? Hang on, I'm gonna check up a little something. I'm just gonna try out a little bit of a something right now. I'm not sure how to mute music. Because I don't know how to set this default. Oh, I can do that. I'm gonna try out a little bit of something new that I sort of designed for these, like, a low, these, like, you know, low chill kind of games, like, I don't know, playlist. So I'm gonna go ahead and, start up right now. I gotta decrease this just so it doesn't overlay me. Alright, there we go. And yeah, the music here, like, I just pick it because, like, you know, it could be just like just of a chill type of value. Like, for example, Cookie Mama, seriously, some of the music there, like, it's ragtime, but it can also be chill. To be the chill type of ragtime. Yeah, now this is turn 4. Like pretty much just how much you've spent overall. I don't know if I want to build another, I don't know if I want to be taking, like, out, like, loans to make more, actually, hold up, I think I need to make this actually, like, load up a little bit more, Unload and wait for a full load. I think I'm supposed to do that in order to make sure these things, like, don't leave, like, you know, empty. Yeah, unload and wait for any full load. I think that's how you're supposed to do these things. Yeah, the wood is gonna be just loading, and then, in here is just, yeah, just take up wood. Yeah, this thing is kind of being a junker right now. Yeah, reliability 44. Yeah, these things do break down over time. Yes, you can, like, name this kind of stuff. Oh, come on, you just got out of the depot. But I'm definitely gonna be revisiting this game, like, well, as soon as I know how to actually play this kind of stuff. Uh-oh. I think I've done a stupid. I need a pause, because I think I messed up my orders here. Yeah. Airport, yeah, Rodigan needs to have the unload and wait. Yeah, it is, yeah. Oh, hold up. Yep, my bad. OBS decided to have a weird disconnection issue. Not sure how that happened. Oh, I forgot I'm not on Ethernet. But, I mean, this game isn't that, like, graphically intensive, at least. So I should be a little bit fine on Wi-Fi. So, yeah, let's see if this new order change worked. Alright, there we go. Now it's being a little bit more, let me actually look at the plane. Yeah, there we go. Now it's actually, like, you know, filling up the maximum. And, like, it could try to grab anything from here, but, yeah. It's poor, but, like, the generation they're giving out is not that great. Yeah, it'll only take out, like, you know, it won't grab everything, but it'll grab, like, you know, what's currently there. Now, let's see what kind of airports I can do. Oh, I'm stupid. Like I was grabbing I grabbed small airports. Like they're meant for towns, but yeah, definitely like being a little bit more definitely making a little bit more profit over time. You know, small airports, large airports, hubs, and helicopters. Yeah, and I haven't really finished up yet on the playlist. Like, some of them are quiet, some of them are loud, but I mean, kind of a weird balance. I mean, not all of them sound exactly the same. I mean, not all of them are equally the size of volume. And I think I should actually change this up to be like, actually, no, wait, not full load, because, yeah, these bus depots don't really have that many passengers. Let's check on the passengers, actually, like... Okay, I can't make it any bigger, then. Yeah, basically making pennies for the small airports, but the big one, like, it's definitely generating a ton of generation. Okay, still mediocre over on the rating, but then again, like I don't really have that many plates to grab everything from there. But yeah, it's usually the game plan you want to be doing when starting out in Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Like bigger cities have a lot more generation for Yeah, no wonder why my bus station isn't getting that much generation, because it's like not in the middle of town. But actually, you know what? Maybe I can actually do the bus station a little bit better with, yeah, this is not just like, boring, you also could do like, this. You also could do it like, you know, in the middle of the street. Let's do this. Let's actually give orders to these. Go to Radigan Central. Let's find the other bus. Let's head over to Radigan. And then back to Red again. Go ahead and do that to this one too. Alright. It's definitely growing. I think I definitely overextended myself with, like, going multiple buses, because multiple planes is a little bit like, yeah, even though, like, you know, a bus can have a breakdown, like, it taking multiple is sort of like a devaluing, like, devaluing them. And the woods could stand to be a little bit more profitable if I had, like, if I had a train. Now, let's actually try to push for a new plane, because I am close. Now, let's try to push for a new plane. Okay, that's how you get like a new vehicles. The game automatically tells you like when you've reached a point in that year, and when you reach a point in that like in your game's lifespan, and a new thing is available. All right, we designed a new aircraft. So I can hypothetically try this. I mean, yeah, why not? Yeah, the Dart is definitely, like, you know... While the reliability is iffy, the amount it gives is a little bit more bigger. So, let's try to speed things along for the... Yeah, 32,000. Slow going, but, like, it's something at least. I am missing subsidies. Right, come on, a little bit more. I mean, yeah. Like, you can hypothetically, like, you know, test it out beforehand. Oh, no! We got a crash. Well, of course, yep. That's the kind of thing you need to be careful of, like, yeah, that sucks. And unfortunately, yep, a vehicle being crashed, like, that immediately ticks off your list. So yeah, you really want to be careful of, like, you know, how many of your vehicles are doing, like, you know, out there. And sadly, like, yep. Our business is sadly, like, ground to a screeching halt. Thanks to the crash that happened. So yeah, like, this run is sadly, like, you know, figuratively, like, gone down the tubes because of that one crash. So yeah, like, so yeah, this game is literally just like really need to manage yourself, like, properly. Yeah, you can't go too crazy with multiple, like, words. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna try to do this again. Yeah, abandoning more or less just, instantly wipes it from the map. let's actually try to do this again, just with a little bit more, yeah, like, this game is really, like, creative, just on how you can do stuff. I am gonna be doing this a little bit off screen, because yeah, like this game just demands you get literally get good. I know what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, brand new world. So we got a city here. Let's see, there's a power plant. Oh, no coal. The factory, but we can't generate that. I really need to get a new mouse, so the scrolling on this is kind of stupid. Hey, there's an iron ore mine. A farm next to it. No mill though. Barfing Bridge. I think we'll go, Barfing Bridge and Nutwood. Yeah, I think we'll go with these two. So yeah, build an airport. Come on, OBS, what are you doing? Okay, now this one, like, has the issue of, like, as you can see here, like, the land is, like, not even. Like, in order for the airport to be here, all the land needs to be, like, flattened. But yeah, again, another thing, like, you can't do and pause, like, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. I do want to build the airport here, but I need it to be, like, reachable. Like, I can put it right here, but then I need to build a road to reach it. Let's try the smart road, actually. I forgot there's a way to sort of like unsee the trees, but anyways, we got our airports built. Let's go ahead and do the aircraft. Now since this is a small one, we don't need like since this is a small town, we don't need the... Go to Nutwood. And Barfing Bridge. Hey, go ahead. But again, distance does sort of matter. Since the further away a town is, like, the more money you'll be able to make. Okay, that's cool. You can double click to check out a plane's maneuverability. Yep, there it goes. There we go, it's unfocused. surprised a crash happened, but yeah, like that's kind of the punishment for like being a little bit too patient. Now, yeah, like you want to be careful, cause yeah, towns versus unfortunately, it is getting. There is a bit of a build-up going on. I guess you need to make this. Trying to figure out how to make this in order, like full load. Yeah, there we go. Just to make sure that like yeah, just to make sure that it could always like pick up the mail. Sadly, none of these industries are gonna be. None of these industries connect for me. Wrong way on C. That's an oil well. Oh, it's just a radio tower. It's not an industry. There is a forest over there. And... I can't try to do buses between this town and city. I do want to get coverage for this place, like, a lot. I'll do it over here. And... here. Now you gotta do the depots. Here. You'll buy a Regal bus. Right now. Over here. Right over here. It going. That's a bit bad. Now, something important to do note about like the towns is that like depending on your reputation, it depends on what you can do like there. Like destroying it will ruin the reputation and make you not be able to build anything there, like roads or stations. But I guess like stuff doesn't appear until like, you know. Yep. It don't appear until like after the first visit. Yep. Now there's passengers waiting. I might squeeze in a new plane because I kind of underestimated how much like a generation a town could make. Considering the first time I did this, it was like 200, but these ones are like 600. Yeah, 600. Yeah, 600 and 400. Alright, now this one, like, this one's one that I wish I had the money for a train because, I mean, there's a train in Paper Mario. Whoops, didn't mean to zoom in. Yeah, depending on how a town grows, like, they can switch what their acceptance is. Like, it could be only mail or goods, but if it hasn't accepted, like, goods in a while, then, like, it'll just, no longer accept it, which, I mean, it depends on where it can get said goods. Because, I mean, like, for example, like, like, nobody's just gonna want, like, just these by themselves, but if I could have, you know, but I could have generated goods from there, then I would have been able to send it on the Farthing Bridge. And I think I need to get a new plane. And I aren't being history here, but like may as well grab another Coleman. And go to here, in here. Passengers, like, definitely need a lot more buses. Where the hell did the bus go? Oh, there it is. First year, definitely a loss because I did, like, did a bunch of major purchases. Well, our first breakdown. Yeah, buildings, they also do change, like, over time. Like, that used to be a casino, I think, yeah. Then I just decided to, yep, it's now abandoned. Yeah, I have different stuff here, but nothing used to make out of it. Like, no goods. Okay, this is honestly pretty funny because, like, I actually first heard it from Dress Mario Up. Yeah, that good old Flash game. It had a horrible MIDI version of the song, but honestly, it's a nostalgic. Honestly, it was a nostalgic thing because, like, well, Flash back in the day was pretty good. I do want to like keep an eye on, like, you know, how often your like stuff gets like changed. Like, for example, like default they take only 100 days for checking, but you usually want to like lower it down, like usually want to lower it down, like the more they break, the older they get. And that's a bit of an issue, because yeah, passengers are covered, but not mail. I think I'll make them stop loading. Yeah, it's a shame because there's some aircraft that are meant for like they're meant for delivering like mail. Unless if I can retrofit the tiny one to be like purely mail. The more often you reliably like get your customers to and from, the better off your like point, the better off you are. Definitely like a little bit more lenient compared to last year. Because yeah, my profit is now definitely a lot higher than my expenses compared to last time. I guess the only fault I had was making sure the planes, like, you know, didn't get stuck full loading mail. Or actually, no, wait, full loading passengers. Yeah, passengers are being covered, but the mail is still like you know, getting fully loaded. I mean, mail's still like, you know, mail's still a headache. And then there's streetcars, like yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you can sort of make like something like, you know, purely for the mail. yeah, I can like refit it to be like, you know, mail good or valuables. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you can sort of like if it's possible to make a plane purely for one type of cargo. That's kind of like something I kind of like, you know, having a bit of an issue with. Just, you know, because I think passengers handle it pretty good. It's just that mail, it's being really a headache to manage. Since I can sort of retrofit a plane to be only mail. So let's try that. Like, I'm curious how that works. Ah, there it is. So yeah, so you can't sort of adjust a plane to carry only yeah, you can adjust it to carry out like, you know, sort of, yeah, you can adjust it to carry out like, you know, different types of so yeah, I guess that's kind of what I should have like been doing myself, what I should have been doing properly. So let's do a little bit of a borrow, refit it. Now, that is here. Okay, now this one should handle my mail issues. So I was wondering, like, you know, how you retrofit. Oh, you need to do that in a depot, and they know how. They sort of know how to handle like handle mail issues. The third airplane should alleviate mail problems. So I definitely need mail to I definitely need the mail to be like, you know, gone. There we go. Now the mail's being cleaned out instantly. Yep. Now it's no longer mediocre. Now the ratings are turning out to be good. And I do wanna fix up this clearing problem with the bus. There we go. Now it's no longer gonna get stuck. Now it's no longer gonna get stuck going, and then I think I'll actually do another depot here. Over here. Actually build another bus. And send it away. Now let's have 3 buses here to handle like the big stem of, yeah, to handle the really big stem of, yeah, let's do buses to handle a really big stem of passengers. Alright, yeah, now I really wish I figured out I could retrofit like planes to carry only one type, because yeah, before I used to be just utterly swamped with mail, but now I know you can actually like sort of plan things out a little bit more efficiently. Like you make the tiny planes like, you know, mail planes, and the bigger planes just purely passenger with a little bit of mail to boot. now I'm definitely gonna be making money a little bit more faster thanks to the triple buses. Actually, I think I'll make this. I think I'll go ahead and clear it. I'll actually make this. There we go. That way the buses going for Fergenstone can like have a little bit of an easier time leaving. Instead of having to do an awkward turnaround. A little bit of maintenance work. A little bit of a money loss because I did buy a new plane and a bunch of buses, but like okay, see how you can make it sort of a one-way road. Now let's see how the airports are doing. So yeah. So this place has been cleaned out of mail, but this one is still like is still in need of like this one's still in need of a mail cleanup. Let's find the third one. Actually, no, it's already full loading either way. This one is mainly like clearing out all the mail here, but it's not grabbing every piece of mail from here. There's still a couple of bags of mail. But yeah, the bus empire is really pulling its weight around. Well, actually, let's see if it's actually leaving properly from town. There we go. And I'm trying to figure out how you can, like, view the... like, Now we're here with the town director. You can actually tell, like, you know, what towns, like, what towns have people in them, and like, and what's your rating with them. I'm trying to remember how you, can, like, sort of do stuff you could make towns, like, fun. See-through, or like, you got to view the map of the world. Extra viewport, just if you want to check out something far away. No signs. There's the mail plane. A little bit of a quick workshop. So yeah, as you can see here, like red squares, they pretty much are where my coverage don't reach. subsidy offered Grand Hill to Meston. Grand Hill's right there, and oh, actually not that far away. But like, my funds aren't good enough to like get the mail out fast. Let's see, that's coal. Is there a power plant nearby? No, I don't see any power plants. Something I can sort of do. I can do a connection from Brungstone to Cheddon and like do a real bus movement there. Yep, that's the subsidy gone. Retrofit the... I think I should retrofit this one in order to, I think I should retrofit this one to be only mail, so that way I can only have one just, like, purely go for cargo. Yeah, I think I'll make this one purely mail. Purely mail. Alright, get going. There we go. Now I should have my mail troubles cleared. Yeah, this one's gonna be purely for the passengers. That one hasn't gotten maintenance. And they might actually be overdoing it with having two mail planes, and only like one of them has pretty good generation of mail. Another one is like yeah, they're just barely getting mail out of the door. Yeah, it's definitely good to have a balance of some stuff, like, you know, have one dedicated for mail, another dedicated for passengers, and all that jazz. And thankfully, nothing's crashed. Oh, now they accept goods again! So yeah, I guess, like, I guess if they built it back, like, so I guess if you built up a town back up good again, they could accept, like, stuff all over again. I'm just gonna try out a little something with Farfing Bridge. let's do a small advertising campaign. Oh wow, there's a bunch of people waiting in the stations. Holy cow! Like, look, 415, 658. Wow. I mean, hypothetically, I could do what's the words? Like, I could do a little yeah, a streetcar could be a little bit better than a bus, per se. I have to connect to them though. I have to make them connected though. Look at how it looks. Oh, I get it. Cause like I'm not yet at the year where streetcars are possible. So yeah, like if you don't, so yeah, like if you start like pretty early, I guess those two locks out like trains and even airports. If you start like way late and way early in the timeline. I think the only thing you would have is have our road vehicles. That's for trains, yeah. There's electrified, monorail, and maglev. Wow. Bunch of train types. Well, let's check out the trains we got available. Steam, passengers. Kirby Hollow. Sorry, while initially they aren't expensive, you will need to be doing extra. You will need to be doing extra expenses for cars. Well, these are fast. Like you do want to be careful not to weigh down the train too much. Passengers a little bit poor because I haven't been doing that much of it. But maybe if I go ahead and do a small advertising campaign. Also Sondingville. I guess I could do a little bit of a connection right there. Man, what's a guy gotta do to get wood into a sawmill? There's barely any forests around. Well, there is one forest, but it's like all the way over here. And the only way I can sort of reliably like do it is if I make a plane like retrofitted to be only goods. Trinitown to Watboro. Trinitown to Watboro. Hold up. Something I can do, yeah. I can also do mail with a truck. So let's actually try to do a subsidy. Yeah, I want to be able to accept and supply mail. do that one. I'm trying to figure out how to make this like be able to accept mail and yeah, accept mail and deliver. Oh, right here. Right here. Can you reach over here? Now to do some mail trucks. Over here. New vehicles. Mail truck. Buy. Over here. Here. Alright, go. And I think I'll clone you as well. Not another depot to be safe. There we go. Alright. Ah, it expired. Well, that's lame. So I'll go at this for a little bit more and then I'll like wrap this off here. Again, I really wish this was a bit longer, but darn it, like some stuff I had to do in the morning couldn't let me start when I wanted to. But yeah, this game, it is really, really charming, not gonna lie. Even though my first attempt was like, even though my first attempt was sadly a crash out. Triple rate. From Wind Hall, the Great Braiding Head. Yeah, the subsidies are pretty different. Like pretty much like yeah, subsidy or you get like, you know, triple the rates. And my supply for the passengers is sadly like, you know, low. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely have like a lot more to learn about this game than I first thought. Now it's being a little bit mediocre because like the amount of passengers is getting to be a bit more like, yeah. It's sadly a little bit too much to handle with all the buses. And the buses, unfortunately, like, you know, like they're kind of struggling a bit because like it's only yeah, it's only 3 buses. Yeah, I only have 3 buses on hand. Seriously, this game is just really, really charming, not gonna lie. And I know younger me definitely would have been like, they definitely would have had their heads spinning, and even with the internet around, like, it was an early state. Okay, I was like, don't you dare crash on me, and thankfully it did not happen. Lord knows that would have been embarrassing, that like, you know, after last time, it just decided to do it again. And I wonder if it's possible to, oh yeah, I don't think it can specifically define, yeah, you can't specifically define, yeah, it's only really planes and, yeah, it's only really planes that you can, like, readjust their cargo. Cars, sadly, are specific. Yeah, valuables like, that, like, pretty much gold, and other people's money. And imagine, like, yeah, imagine the later years, like, there will be better buses. Yeah, because as of right now, like, you know, you only have this, which, you know, if you actually started before 1929, you wouldn't even be able to use buses. So yeah, sadly with my truck jump, like, I did lose some money. You can't make planes be only... Especially you can't make planes be only, passengers. They have to carry a little bit of mail. Oh wow, Pngtuber Airport is really cleaned. Again, my coverage is kind of shot. Not sure I can... Yeah, again, like, if I had the money and, like, you know, actually, like, you know, learn how to do the landscaping, I could have been able to, like, build it a little bit more, like, around here, per se. But sadly, the game, like, you know, it wants you to learn from your mistakes, like, you know, pausing, like, you can't do stuff when paused. I'm not gonna save this world as well, but, honestly, the fact that I've been able to last a little bit more, have a little bit more of green, a little bit more on the green side is, pretty good, not gonna lie. But yeah, I really do like how, for this game, like, there's literally no limit to where you want to start and stop. So you do have sort of some limits on, you know... So you do have some limits on, like, you know, some things, like, for example, industries. Like, it's good if they're right next to each other, like, you know, in terms of a road, but if they're really far away, then you're probably not going to make that much money, like, doing goods. It's usually passengers and mail where it's at for planes. I usually don't want to do, like, double up. Like, it's best to start, you know, small, just one at a time. But I guess for airplanes, you want to have two. One for passengers and one for mail. Yeah, JD will go ahead and wrap this up. But yeah, this game, oh man, I really do want to be playing this more in the future, because it is just really... It's just like a really interesting concept, not gonna lie. I'll go ahead and wrap this off. Yeah, banning is more or less just quitting in. I think quit also counts. I'm gonna abandon that. Yeah. definitely want to be revisiting this in the future because this game it is a pretty good vibe. Not gonna lie. And I do know for scenarios, like, people sort of, they try to limit things. Like, for example, like, you start out a specific year, have a certain amount of money, adjust how much you could take out as a loan, and even, like, other circumstances. Which, there's a lot. I think that there's some official stuff, but also non-official stuff, because this is, like, you know, an unofficial, like, game. Which, you also directly download stuff, which can be pretty fun. Like, different vehicles, different environments, all that jazz. But yeah, and if you actually want to get this game yourself, like, well, you can't get it for free on Steam anymore because, like, they actually released the original Transport Tycoon Deluxe, like, Atari. You can still get this from their website, which, like, is a pretty nice compromise. And it actually makes me all the more excited to try out like Roller Coaster Tycoon, because that one is, like, it's a little bit more different. That one involves like roller coasters and theme parks instead of managing a city. Oh my goodness. Come on, game, why do you have to do this? Come on, system, why do you have to do this to me? That's not the right... Oh my god, it renamed everything, but yeah, that'll be all for me. I'm gonna be trying to fix this stupid playlist issue. Anyways, that'll be all for me. Like, I will be back tomorrow, which, like, unfortunately I have to start playing again for, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team Diaz, where we'll find Shiftry and, like, hopefully save jump at the same time. That'll be all for me. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye!